Welcome to Charlotte women's basketball post-game press conference. Coach, great win for your team tonight, bouncing back after a recent losing skid. Just kind of talk about, what you saw from tonight's game and, how big of a win this is for your team.
I saw my resilient Charlotte team, we lost them for a couple games, but we got them back, and that's a credit to our players. I asked them this week, what they wanted. We're 2/3 of the way through conference season, and we have an opportunity to finish our story however we want to finish it, and that's up to us, and quite frankly, it's up to our players. And so I asked them, what did they want? And they wanted to play well, they wanted to play connected, they wanted to play together, and they wanted to play Charlotte basketball and have fun. And I thought we did that today. I really did. I thought we played really well. I thought Memphis gave us a couple punches, and we kind of lost our composure a little bit, had a flurry of mistakes, but every time they gave us a punch, we were resilient, and we came right back. I think this is our best game offensively in terms of our execution in a while, so really pleased to just see our kids locked in. Thought we made really good reads. We played together, and we accomplished a lot on the offensive end. And then defensively, I thought this was our best defensive game in a while, to hold them, to 30%. We haven't done that in a few games. I thought, we made them make really tough shots. I thought when they adjusted, we were able to adjust right back. We boxed out well. We lost kind of our focus on that. They got a bunch of O boards, and then to finish the game, we boxed out well again. So, again, just kind of the story of our team. Be resilient, be tough, find a way to win at home.
Yeah, Coach, so speaking about defense, Kiana played a great defensive game down below, and Olivia Porter, your point guard, led the team with 3 blocked shots. So what did you see from them defensively that led the
Yeah, we've been working on Liv's block shots. No, just kidding. We have not at all. No, I agree. You're talking about 2 of our best defenders. Those are 2 of our best defenders. I think they really anchor our defense. Key is always like that. And I thought she played with just a higher urgency today. Higher energy than maybe she had. I thought she was fantastic, against them in terms of, they have a lot of versatile players. And when they have versatile players, you need a versatile defender. And that's what Key is for us. She can guard any position. And I thought, she was just outstanding. Liv has just grown tremendously as a defender, and I think what makes her so good is she's really, really disciplined. It's hard to get her off her feet. I think that's why she gets blocks, is because her timing is good, because she's not jumping at everything. But I thought both of them were solid, but certainly, just a great team effort on the defensive end.
Deja, so as captain, do you and or JC take extra responsibility to make sure the team remains confident, especially after such a big win?
For sure. In huddles during the game, after game, halftime, whenever we can, we just try to just keep the team just poised through whatever situation we're going through. Tonight was a great example when Memphis was going on their runs. We would huddle and just say, "Listen, just calm down. They're gonna go on their runs, but we have to respond." So really, just keeping everybody calm at any moment.
The season high minutes for you, 28 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
That kind of had to have been expected tonight, obviously with the injury to Smitty. But about East Carolina, you played near 20 minutes as well, and that was kind of maybe unexpected, with Smitty going down. But kind of how do you stay ready, as a player that comes off the bench for when your number is called?
I was always told to prepare for that opportunity, so I've been putting hours in the gym every day, before practice, after practice, whatever that looks like, because whenever I'm challenged and whenever my team needs me, I want to make sure that I'm ready for that opportunity. So regardless if it's expected or not, I just knew I was going to be ready for any opportunity thrown my way. So,
Coach, it seemed like in the first half I think we out rebounded them in the first half, and that kind of flipped in the second. What did you see that kind of turned the tides there?
Well, I thought we were really locked in on boxing out. Certainly that was a huge concern with how good of an offensive rebounding team that they are, a rebounding team in general. I thought in the first half we were really, really locked in. I would guess the message to them at halftime is they needed to crash harder, and because they came out and they crashed harder, and we didn't adjust right away, particularly on their bigs, who were just really, really tough and really aggressive. But I do think we regrouped, and I thought we got the box outs we needed in the fourth quarter to win the game, and ultimately that's what it's about.
Deja, it seems like the last few games in particular, you've really taken ball in the first quarter and been able to create a lot more shot opportunities than maybe earlier in the season. Has that been kind of a point of emphasis to get yourself going early in the game, or is it just more of a taking what the defense gives you?
Just taking what the defense is giving me. My teammates do a really good job, especially Tracy and Key, just setting screens, JC as well, just so I can get open. So whatever the defense is giving me, I just take my time and try to make the shot.
Coach, you kind of had to hold your breath a few times tonight. We saw, Tracy go down, JC kind of go down as well. And have you been sensing your players are kind of not tired, but kind of just what are some keys to keeping them, like tonight, for example, we had 6 players play 28 minutes or more, and that was really it. 5-2 played 3 minutes, and so did Alicia and Jewel. But are you kind of sensing any sort of fatigue from your players?
I thought we looked really fresh. I thought this was just a really physical game, which is what we expected from the way that they play, from the way that we play. And I think that physicality played out on the court a lot, but I thought we looked really fresh. I really did. I thought our pace was great. Our mental focus was really good because oftentimes when you're fatigued, you're not mentally focused. I thought our kids really adjusted well out of timeouts, and so all of those things show me that fatigue was not a factor. It was just the physicality, and we'll keep doing everything we can do to keeping them fresh. And being smart about that. But, certainly, Nia taking on a bunch of minutes today is super helpful for our team. And, hopefully moving forward, we can continue to get production from her.
Nia, do you feel like this was a confidence-boosting win for your team after losing 5 out of the last 6 games?
For sure. That's the main goal every time, is to make sure that we play our version of basketball and, of course, get dubs. So at the end of the day, like, whatever that looks like, if it's ugly, if it's pretty, it don't matter. We just want to get the dub and finish the this last third of the season.
Coach, there's a familiar face on the sideline, Kiki McKinney. Obviously was a big part of the championship team a few years ago. From a coach's perspective, how cool is it to see, former players, obviously she was only here 1 season, but to see former players go on and, become coaches as well?
Well, it wasn't cool that she called out every one of our calls.
Everyone.
So we didn't think that was so cool, but certainly I would have done the same thing, right? You want to win, and that's her job. And so she did her job, and I thought she did it really well. I'm just proud of her. I think anytime you have a student athlete that then goes on and wants to, take on this coaching profession and, give back and pour into the lives of young people, it makes you really, really proud. And Kiki's a great person for that. I mean, she was one of the best competitors I've ever coached. I really enjoyed coaching her. I wish I could have had her longer. And she did a lot for our program in a really short time, and she's going to be an outstanding coach, and we're going to be supporting her every step of the way.
Next up on Sunday, got a few days off before the next game, but Sunday, taking on SMU for the first time this year. Kind of what can we expect from SMU?
Well, it's going to be a challenge. It's a doubleheader, so we're the second game of their doubleheader. So certainly expect an environment with a lot of adversity, which I think is fun. I'm looking forward to it. But they're another tough team. I think very similar to Memphis and very physical, very athletic. Again, another team that rebounds well, runs a lot of ball screens. So I think there's a lot of similarities to what we just played, and just another tough American team. So that's what we expect every night. And honestly, though, for us, we have to continue to stay focused on us. If we can perform like we did today, maybe eliminate a few more of those turnovers, that would be awesome. But continue to perform like we did today, like we feel good about, any game that we're in. So the most important thing is just to continue our momentum.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I only had 2 turnovers.